And thank you for joining us for 13 News at 6. I'm Brittany Hardaway. Derek Bain has the night off. Our top story begins in Rockford, where several residents are displaced after a fire at the Luther Center over the weekend. That fire began Saturday afternoon after the building experienced electrical issues. All residents were evacuated and told they were not able to stay in their unit until repairs could be done. Now, since Saturday, 66 residents have been staying at Forest City Church and getting help from the Red Cross and also the Salvation Army. And tonight, residents are left to pick up the pieces as they wait for a return date to the place they call home. 13 WREX's Emily McMinn spoke with some of those residents who say they are just thankful to be okay as they look towards the future.
Theodore Greer has spent 3.5 years living in the Luther Center and says the fire brought something he could have never predicted for what he thought would be a normal Saturday.
We happened to be out at the store, and then when I came back, I went to get on the elevator, and then all of a sudden, boom, the building's fire alarm went off.
Greer lives on the 13th floor of the building and uses a wheelchair, leaving him thankful that the situation was not as serious as it could have been.
I'm sure their heart was kind of beating fast, wondering when, if I'm going to get out of the building. But I can't speak for them. But I know that's how I would have felt if it had been me and I was still in there.
Reuben Baldwin was in the opposite situation, stuck on the 11th floor of the Luther Center until early Sunday morning.
Eventually, they got me down on an emergency elevator, yes. Then they got me out. It was real late at night.
Baldwin also utilizes a wheelchair and says the fire left him worried.
Definitely, my safety was in hand. My everything was in hand. I've never had nothing like this happen to me before.
Now a couple days removed from the situation, Baldwin is still without some of his medication he had to leave behind, but remains positive moving forward.
Inconvenient, I should say. It's been inconvenient, but, that's life. We have to go through life this way,
Greer says conversations between residents since Saturday have simply been focused on the future as they await their return home.
Where our futures is going, where we're going to live, how we're going to survive, and pretty much that's been the whole conversation from pretty much everybody in here.
Reporting in Rockford, Emily McMinn, 13 WREX.
And 13 WREX also spoke with the Salvation Army today, who says they expect these residents will be able to return back to their apartments in about 2 weeks.